Hello and welcome to CMS Forex News. I'm market analyst Nick Nassad. Today is Thursday, April 23, 2009. The European manufacturing sector contracted at the slowest pace in 6 months in April, a welcome sign that may mean economic activity has stabilized and that the worst in the manufacturing sector may be over. The manufacturing PMI rose to 36.7, beating forecasts. The services sector also recorded an improvement in its PMI, rising to 43.1 from 40.9. Eurozone industrial new orders declined a smaller than expected 0.6% in February, though the annual rate fell a record 34.5%. This index began being kept in 1996. It's the 7th straight month that orders were down on the month as the recession sapped demand from home and abroad for factory equipment and metals. The euro-dollar pair increased today as traders latched onto the better-than-expected Eurozone manufacturing and services PMI data. The pair extended its gains from yesterday, breaking above a line of resistance we have been monitoring, and in New York trading rose above the 1.31 level. The 1.31 level was cleared rather easily, and the pair found resistance only when it hit the 1.3160 area. The euro rose against the Swiss franc in European trading, testing the 1.52 level after the vice chairman of the Swiss National Bank said policymakers would continue to limit gains for the franc. However, following the rally to 1.52, the pair gave up those gains in a sharp move downward, with the pair trading below its open in New York trading. The pound dollar also saw a strong rebound today, climbing 240 pips from its open to trade near 1.47. That effectively cut all the greenback's gains from yesterday, and it'll be interesting to note where the pair goes next. We could either be setting up a sideways range if the current level turns into resistance, or a boost of risk appetite in the currency markets could see the pair advance higher to end the week. In the U.S., jobless claims rose 27,000 to 640,000 in the week ending April 18th. It followed a week where claims dropped rather sharply and shows that companies continued to shed staff during the recession in an attempt to cut costs. The figure came mainly in line with expectations. The 4-week moving average decreased for a second straight week, declining to 646,750, though the total amount of people continuing to receive unemployment benefits rose to a fresh record high of 6.13 million. Continuous steep job losses can undermine any chances of improvement in the economy, especially a recovery driven by consumer spending. U.S. existing home sales, meanwhile, decreased 3% in March to an annual pace of 4.57 million units. That fall was larger than expected, but the report did say that first-time buyers are being attracted to lower-priced homes by low mortgage rates and tax credits. Houses in the upper price ranges remain stalled. Also, the national median home price rose to $175,200, a 4.2% increase compared to February. Though there seemed to be a sense toward risk appetite in other pairs we covered, the dollar-yen pair showed some risk aversion, especially after the U.S. data that showed rising job losses and fewer than expected existing home sales. The dollar was testing a downward sloping line of resistance around the time of the U.S. releases and fell in their wake. We are seeing support setting up near 97.60, but price action is also being constrained by a downward sloping line of resistance. In Canada, retail sales surprised forecasts, edging up 0.2% in February. Core retail sales, which exclude autos and auto parts, rose 0.6%. The positive result follows January's 1.9% recovery following 2 large declines in retail sales the last 2 months of 2008. The Canadian dollar rose today as the better-than-expected retail sales data was followed by the Bank of Canada Monetary Policy Report. Though the report said that the economy would shrink faster than expected this year, it did not introduce a comprehensive program of credit and quantitative easing measures. The news helped the Loonie break below 1.2350, extending earlier gains. The pair found support below the 1.2250 level, a 50% retracement of the rally we saw from April 16th to April 21st. Tonight, Japan will release data on industrial activity and corporate services prices. Overnight, Germany posts its IFO Business Climate Index, and the UK will reveal its preliminary version of GDP growth for the first quarter, along with its retail sales. The week wraps up tomorrow with U.S. data on durable goods orders and new home sales. And that wraps up today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us here at CMSFX.com, and happy trading.